Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters and debunkers. Here is another beautiful sunset off the west coast of Phuket in southern Thailand. And I'd like to use this footage to illustrate several points that can be used as evidence or even proof that we are on a level plane with a small local sun orbiting above our heads. So I'll just let this footage loop as we make a few observations. One thing to point out is that the camera is resting on the sand, not very high above the water. Now the black lines that I've superimposed on top of the footage show the width of the sun when I first started recording it. And as you can clearly see, the sun does appear to get smaller and smaller as it sinks towards the horizon. And of course, if I'd given myself more height, maybe another few meters or a few hundred meters, then that would make a difference to how much longer we would be able to see the sun setting for. So again, if we get really high, say in an aeroplane, 30,000, 40, 50,000 feet, then we will see the sun setting for a lot longer, and eventually it will disappear from our view into the convergence line. Another thing we can see happening is the sun appearing to veer off to the right, and as I'm facing west, then that is actually heading in a northerly direction. And of course, being at the equator, or pretty much on it, we should see the sun just going directly overhead and heading directly off to the west. But that is not happening on here. And in a moment, I will show you how that does not match with what we are shown as the sun doing over the globe Earth. So first of all, let's contemplate the differences in the distances we can see across the surface and across the sky. Now we know that the horizon is usually at eye level if we are looking directly ahead, but the camera is tilted slightly up in this case just to catch the sun as it was coming down. But we can see that we have to cover quite a fair distance across the surface that we can see until we reach those boats. And the rest of the surface beyond those boats is comparatively little. But what's actually happening is the surface area in the distance is getting more and more condensed as it goes towards the distance. But overall, from, say, that small boat up to the horizon line is possibly another kilometer or so. So maybe we are actually seeing 2 or 3 kilometers of the surface, but clearly we see a lot further across the sky as the sun travels away from us. And when you're watching the sun like this, it's at this point where it starts to get red and fade that we suddenly notice it gets cooler before it hits the horizon. So again, it does feel like it's getting further away and getting more obscured by the atmosphere in general. So let's put the lines back on, and as I mentioned earlier, the sun appears to veer off to the right as it gets further away. So to me, this indicates that it is doing a circle. This is where we start to see the evidence that the sun is doing a circle around or above the level Earth. So here is a spinning globe, as we are told it is, with a red line representing the equator. And as Australia comes round, you will see that Indonesia and Thailand are just above it, and Phuket pretty much on that equator. So here is a screen grab from timeanddate.com showing Phuket with a red star and the sun in the position it was at sunset, which was about 6:30 p.m. on the 23rd of February. And we can see here that the sun is actually not in line with us from Phuket. It's down further south, which would have been left on the footage of the sunset, but we actually saw the sun veer off to the right, which would mean it actually was heading in a more northerly direction. And on this map you would expect the sun to be further up north, not down south, compared to what we see. So how do we rectify this conflict? We simply turn the map into a flat Earth map, and we can see now that the line going west, that was a straight line, is now a curved line going in a clockwise direction, just how we would circumnavigate the flat Earth. And you can see that as the sun follows that line, it would actually veer off to the right, or appear to veer off northwards from our viewing position in Phuket. So let's just go back to that footage one more time with the lines so that we can see as the sun gets further away, it is in fact appearing to do that circular motion in a clockwise direction off to the right. And it's at this point, as the sun reaches the horizon, that we have one of the most challenging aspects of seeing or understanding how the sun sets over the level Earth, with the horizon apparently cutting off the sun as it goes down. Now remember, as we said, that if we were higher up, then we would actually see further. We wouldn't see any curve, we would just see further. It would still be flat and we could see the sun for longer. That's just a normal, natural visual phenomenon on any kind of surface. Here we have an illustration that is commonly used to show how we supposedly see horizons on the globe Earth, and they always put the observer somewhere on the side, and their view becomes blocked by this hump of the curvature in front of them. We can see it here with the boat as well, stuck on the side of the globe. But of course, if we are on a ball, no matter where you are on that ball, we should actually always be on top of the ball. Wherever we are, the surface behind us, beside us, in front of us, behind us, should always be curving away from us. There is no way that we should have any kind of curvature or hump or swell blocking our vision if we are on a ball. If we are on a ball, we are always on top, and our line of sight directly ahead should have the surface gradually dropping away from us. It is our eyes which always bring the horizon up to eye level. So however far we can see across the surface is where the surface cuts off our view of the sky, and therefore cuts off the sun as it travels away and continues to appear to sink down to the horizon without ever actually doing so. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and find it useful.